Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunn again. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Truss 7-arm chandelier. This is going to be the 131624. Other truss fixtures in the line, check them all out if you get a chance. Get into the size of the fixture itself. 13.1 inches tall. That's going to be independent of what it's hanging from. We'll get into these in a little bit. Diameter is coming in at 28.6. Overall height, distance from the bottom of the fixture to your actual ceiling itself is going to give you a very good range. This can be as short as 15 inches, which kind of qualifies it to be a semi-flush if you guys want it to be way up on your ceiling, as long as you can get under it and it meets code. But it can go all the way to 60.1 inches, and that's going to be with the rods that are going to be supplied with it already. However, this is going to ship with 11 feet of wire, and we know the fixture body itself is 13 inches, so I can get you down almost to 12, a little over 12 feet with additional rod kits. So when you get into the rods, the 12-inch, you're going to get 3 of them automatically. You're going to get 1 of the 6 and 1 of the 3, and that's what's going to come with the fixture. The additional rod kits, those are going to come as 112, 16, 13, but we also have other variations we can do too. So there's like a 24 and a 48. So there's all kinds of different options that are available for you. Just if you need to go beyond what we said, 60.1, just email me and say I have a 131624. I'm trying to get to an overall height from the fixture to the ceiling, bottom of the fixture to the ceiling of X, and then we'll kind of figure out what you need from there. Always good things there too. 18.2 pounds in, it's not very heavy. Let's get into canopy on this ceiling. That's the round disc. It's going to be, everything's going to be hanging from 6.5 inches, which means it's going to go over your 4-inch junction box just dandy without any problems. Now, let's hop into the installations instructions really quick and show you more. How we're going to do that is on that side of the screen, midway down is a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So open that up for me. It's going to show you a full parts list, the fixture, the rods, canopy, all those things. The glass on this, the glass is really beautiful. It's handmade glass. It's a tube that kind of fades from the top of it is going to be, well, one end of it is going to be frosted and the other end of it is going to be clear. That's 1.2 inches in diameter, 8.9 inches long. So lots of details there too. Slope ceiling adaptable to 45 degrees already. The top of one of these is going to have a knuckle on it, and it's going to allow this to be slope ceiling adaptable, and gravity will just kind of bring it down to where it needs to go. So when you're looking at the installations instructions, you'll see a lot of good drawings there, line drawings, showing you the canopy, how to put it together. What I would probably do is I would probably put a blanket down on a table or the floor. I would figure out from the chart, and you can see that chart on there and on the fixture page for this, that chart's going to show you which combinations of which of these little pieces you're going to use to get to the overall heights that are listed right on that chart. And then you basically just screw them together. But before you do that, you're going to, like I said, put the fixture down on a blanket, either on a table or on the floor. You're going to figure out what parts you need from the chart that's listed there. You're going to kind of line them up so you know what you're doing. And then you have these little connectors that are going to connect the pipes together. These are threaded on the sides, and then the pipes themselves have threading on both ends. And you're just going to easily screw them together. It takes 2 seconds like this. Once you do it, you're going to notice that the seam on this is really tight. You can barely even see that there is a seam there. It's a nice clean look. And you're going to kind of build your way up. So you're going to go through a connector with those wires, through a pipe, through a connector, through a pipe. You're going to exit the canopy. Then you're going to put it up, and then after it's up, you will put your bulbs in and then put in your glass. Takes us to lamping into bulbs. This is going to be using a G9 socket, which is just the small sockets there. So this is a G9 LED, and this is going to be an LED only fixture. You're not going to be using any halogens in this, and that's historically G9s were halogen, but now we all use LEDs, so you don't even need to go there, and there's so many great LEDs that'll go into this, you won't want to go there anyway. So these are 2 of them, and this is a cob LED, looks like a corn cob. This is a phosphorus LED, and there's other ones out there as well. You're going to be using a 4.5 watt, and they may come in different lengths, but 4.5 watts is about the equivalent of a 50 watt halogen, and you have 7 of these arms, so this is really going to pump out a lot of good light. You could put this over a kitchen island, you could put it over a pool table, you could put it over your dining room table. This would be great in an entrance hall, great room, all those kind of places where you want to get a lot of light when you need it, and you can always dim it down because the fixture is dimmable. You just want to make sure you're using a dimmable bulb to do that. If you're in a quandary about where to find these, you can find them on Amazon, you can find them on Walmart.com, all these light bulb websites that are out there. It's probably what I would go do looking, probably Amazon first, because that's where we get our bulbs. However, you can also go back to Hubbardton Forge's website, go to this fixture itself. There's a little lamping tab. You're going to click that button, and on the bottom of that little page is going to be a link to a light bulb from Emery Allen, which is what Hubbardton Forge likes to use. It's kind of a high-end light bulb company, and there'll be a 4.5 watt or a 4 watt version of this bulb there, and it's really up to you. That may be an easier way to go. They tend to be a little bit more expensive. These tend to be a little less expensive, but it's all there and it's easy to use, so just remember all of that. These light bulbs across the board are going to be offered to you in different ways. They're going to offer them to you in 2700 Kelvin. That's a super yellow light, like a setting sun. They're going to offer these to you in something called daylight. That's going to be a bluish white light, like an overcast day or a convenience store. That's 4000 Kelvin on the Kelvin scale. What we like to use in our showroom, you can see how nice this is. This is 3000 Kelvin. This is warm white, soft white coming from these 3000 Kelvin LEDs just above us, so that's what we use. In any event, I would probably just go for a dimmable version. You could test out different ones to see what you like, which is really great. If you want to see what this is going to look like in your project, a cool thing you can do is you can email me pictures of your room. Doesn't matter what the room is. Tell me how big the room is in the email, what you're going to be putting this over. You're going to walk under it. Is it going to be over a dining room table? Something like that. We have very powerful AI tools where we can take this fixture, put it back into that photograph image, send it to you as a full color rendering, and it's a great way for you to see this, and before you ever buy it, it's a great opportunity for you. Definitely you want to take that. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you are on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over in the red tabs with the pictures in them over there. You're going to see a Finishes Help Guide tab. Open that up for me. It's going to be a video there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes, how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a chart just down below, so scroll down a little bit. You're going to see a chart. You can click on that chart, so you can click on dark smoke, you can click on soft gold, doesn't matter. Big page will pop up showing you lots of different things in that finish. You can go back to the chart and you'll notice there's letters A's on them, letter B's on some of those things, and that's going to be showing you this range of variants that you can expect to see on different translucent finishes, but I'll talk about all of that in the video, okay? Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. And those same red tabs, you're going to see a what's on display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.